Hey guys, so I've been using sleep tracking on my Apple Watch now for about a month, and here's my thoughts. Okay, so sleep tracking on the Apple Watch, what is it essentially? So now there have been many apps that have done this before and everything, and now Apple has finally done it first party, which is, I feel like it was just eventually gonna happen. Like, you can do it on, I believe, any Apple Watch that supports watchOS 7, which is cool that, like, you don't need the latest and greatest Series 6 to get one if you don't have it already. So, personally, I'm a fan of the sleep tracking, but I feel like there's more that could be done. So, like, what it does is it essentially uses your heart rate, and if you have the blood oxygen sensor, to tell that you went to sleep. Now, your blood oxygen, it will take throughout the night, along with your heart rate. So, like, you can see if, like, something did happen during your sleep that could have potentially be a health issue down the road, or just a major health issue that has gone undiagnosed for a while. So, personally, I haven't experienced like that. From what I've seen, it looks fine for me. But who knows, it could give me insight down the future if something does ever happen, which is pretty cool to see that, like, I have the data for the future if I don't need it now. So, that is cool, that I can just have it all stored in my iPhone for, like, however many years I want it there, essentially, because I can always go and delete it, but I can't always, like, put it back, because I won't always remember what I had. So now, it is very basic, though, which I feel like is the one downfall of the sleep tracking on the Apple Watch. It only tells you what time you went to sleep and what time you woke up. And sometimes it'll tell you, like, oh, you were in bed by X time. Oh, and then you were out of bed or woke up at Y time. But from my experience, it'll only tell me that if my heart rate doesn't go into that specific, like, your sleeping mode, or my sleep range, I guess you could say. So it is a little annoying that it doesn't always perfectly track everything you're doing or have. So that is annoying, because, like, there was one day I fell asleep at, like, 3 and I woke up at 7, and it was like, oh, you were in bed at this time and out of bed at this time, but you didn't sleep, but I know I slept because you wouldn't have the bar that is saying I slept. But, so it is a little inaccurate like that, which is a little annoying that it's not perfect, but it's also, was also only on watchOS 7, the first public build of it, not the betas of it or anything. So it is a little annoying that not everything was worked out, but they will work on it over time, which is great to see. So now let's talk about battery life. So, I charge my Apple Watch at night, usually while I'm sleeping, but because I wanted to use sleep tracking, you can't really do that. So now, for me, I found, like, the ideal, perfect way to do it. I have the Series 6 with the new faster charging time. So those faster charging times do play a role in it, but also, if you know how long it takes to fully charge your Apple Watch from where you are, you will be fine. Because, like, I put my Apple Watch on the charger at 9 p.m. and I go to bed around 10:30, 11-ish. So, I get a notification after that hour and a half, because I'll have about 30% left on my watch, which is enough to use sleep tracking, as it does use 10 to 20% of your battery life. So you do have to be cautious with that. Or if you don't want to charge it in the morning, or if you don't want to charge it at night, you can actually charge it in the morning after you wake up while you're getting ready for your day. But personally, like, I wake up and then I go to work out usually, so it's like, I don't want to have the dead Apple Watch while I'm working out, because, like, I can't complete my rings, and that's annoying to me that I can't close my rings because I chose to sleep with my Apple Watch, and now my Apple Watch is dead. So that is annoying that you can't do both, but in the future maybe we can, for all we know, who knows. But Apple is great at just tracking it all and just storing it all in your health app on your iPhone. And with bedtime mode enabled, which is what it's called, or sleep mode on the Apple Watch, it dims your screen kind of like when it's on the charger, how you get that charger interface. You essentially get that with an all gray version with a water lock kind of feature that will not allow you into the watch unless you spin the digital crown. So if you move a little while you're in bed, it won't just open up and then potentially, like, change your watch face, edit something, or do something while you're sleeping, because I know that would be annoying to wake up and find out that, like, your watch texted people while you were sleeping and you had no idea that it was texting them or anything. So it's good that they've thought of that, I feel like, because I don't know what I would do if someone texted me and they were like, what the hell did you text me while I was sleeping? But they worked it out, so we don't have to worry about that, which is cool that it's there. And it's also like, the alarm is honestly the biggest sleeper feature of watchOS 7 with the sleep tracking, or, well, I guess just the Apple Watch alarm in general. Waking up to a nice tap on my wrist is so much better than hearing meh, 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 and then I want to throw my phone across the room. You can just wake up to a gentle tap on your wrist, and it's so nice, because, like, I get woken up a lot faster through a tap on my wrist than hearing meh, 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 meh for 100 times over, till I decide to shut it off. Or snooze it, because I just don't want to listen to it. Which is pretty cool that, like, they thought of, like, a way to do it without sound, because, like, I feel like if you gave me sound on my wrist, I would be annoyed by that. And then when you wake up in the morning, it gives you a nice, like, detailed view of, like, your battery life, what time it is, the current weather, so you can, like, get ready for your day and everything, which is cool. And then the whole bedtime mode, I feel like they need to improve it, because, like, I'll get an alert, so I have my bedtime wind down, it's called, set up for about an hour and a half. No, for about a half hour ahead of when I go to sleep. So at 10:30, I get an alert saying, like, bedtime starting soon, and it plays, like, a little lullaby sound if my ringer's off. But, like, I'm like, okay, and then bedtime will start around 11 o'clock. And it'll essentially, like, it'll pop up on your phone, and, like, it won't essentially, like, lock you out of your phone. You can just swipe up, use your Face ID or Touch ID, and just get back into your phone, which I find annoying, because personally, like, if you want me to go to sleep, you have to lock me out of my phone, unless it's, like, an emergency, and I feel like there would be better ways to do it. Like, make me type in my Apple ID password, because, like, I wouldn't want to do that every time I wanted to unlock my phone. I would just be like, whatever, I'll go to sleep and just use my phone in the morning. So there are better ways. I feel like they could deal with the bedtime screen and just locking you out of your iPhone, because it's like, make sure you don't use your iPhone, but it's like, I want to use my iPhone now. Like, I use my iPhone before I go to sleep, and I just ignore the bedtime warning, which is annoying, because it's like, I know I shouldn't be ignoring it, but I just am, because it's easier for me to ignore it and keep using my phone. So honestly, I like the sleep tracking. There are a few minor things I would change, but that's my take on it, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.